Major Slack Videos.
But yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Outer Worlds. And my oh my, I wish I could just retire right now and play this game for the next year, 24/7. It is so good. Let's get busy. I got an immense to-do list to do here. Let's start with, first of all, this run we're going to acquire a unique light machine gun. Something that's going to look just like this, except much better. Or it's called the Old Reliable. That's what we're going to do. They're going to junk that, junk that, junk that. Definitely keep that. Let's stash that right now. Not going to be using it for a while. In you go. And won't be using this now, but remind me to take it out later. I'm going to forget. I just know. Armor. Definitely won't be using that. We now have, let's see, do we have anything else with tech skills? Lockpick, stealth skills, tech skills. That's the better one. Sell that one. Keep at least one piece of armor with tech skills. Is going to be very useful. Right? Let's go selling. Should put a vending machine right on the ship. He's got everything else. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's her carry weight like? 33. Respectable. Let's get ready. I just noticed that I should do this right now. Yeah, I did notice that this is in badly need of repairs. I like using the workbench to do repairs because it only at the workbench does it show you the increase in damage that you get from repairing a weapon. Here you see, I'm almost double it. Yeah, repair that sucker. You? From 90% to 100%. I'm just going to repair everything. I know in some cases this may be a waste, but I just like, you know, having everything up to snuff, and there's plenty of weapon parts. Beautiful. Next, let's take a little nap. Get the well-rested bonus.
What are you talking about, Slack? This isn't Skyrim.
I know. And let's have something to eat. We have some stuff here. This, I don't need this. Keep that. Don't usually use this. Definitely use that. Don't usually use that, although it would become in handy. Let's eat that. And we'll stash that. That might be useful. All right. You go in. In. Bring that along. There's some apple juice. Interesting. Bring that along. Very good. Could swear I had 3 apple juice. Okay, we are all full up, well rested, well fed, and we're not thirsty. Let's save the game. Let's go get the Old Reliable. This is guarded by a platoon of primal animals. There's all behemoths hunters, you name it, all kinds. And I just, now they got the money, I just want to like invest in a little bit of water. They've only got 2. Okay, I'll take them both. There we go. That was good to have. For this, start off with the Long Ranger. The old reliable is at this location here, this primal nest. There's about 7 or 8 primals in there. Most of them are extremely dangerous. So this has to be handled with care. Best way to get there, the safest way to get there, is to work your way down to the, what I call the lava river. That's what I call the lava river. I don't know if it actually has a name on the map. I don't think it does. It's not even shown on the map. Yeah, work your way down to the shore here. Make sure you don't like accidentally fall in and fry yourself, which is what will happen. In case you didn't figure that out, you know. Yep, we're on track. This will bypass all the marauders that have respawned by now in locations that we've already cleared out. This is perfect. This is exactly where we want to be. Now, the road is pretty much the limit, the outer perimeter of their territory. So if you backtrack this far, they will stop chasing you, if they're chasing you, and go back to their territory. And they'll recharge their health if you damage them. So you can use that to your advantage. One thing you can do also is, if you're playing on Supernova along with me, at this point, fast travel back to the ship to generate an autosave. This will save you having to, you know, and at this point just simply load the autosave, and this will load you right back at the exact point where you generated the auto, where you like fast travel back to the ship. So if you screw up, you can just load that autosave and try again. Okay, let's find our special rock. This rock here, this is pretty much the perimeter of their territory. Up on the high ground here, on the right. Okay, let's take a little look-see. The weapon that we want, the old reliable, is right on the south side here in a little kind of cave-like enclosure. And all the primals are all around there, kind of, you know. You could maybe speed run to get it. I've done it a couple times. It's kind of iffy. Let's see what's going on here. 384 health. 257 health. Both of these guys we can one-shot easily. In sneak mode. Headshot. And if they rush you, back off. Load up a power shot in your plasma rifle. And let them have it. Okay, these guys are all doable. 280. 280, he's doable. Headshot. The ones that are not doable are the behemoths. So basically you want to pick off all the little guys first and then leave the... There's usually at least 2 behemoths. And because you got their perimeter line so close, you just jump back a bit and that typically sends it back, and then you just like rinse, repeat. Hit and run. We don't have to run far. the game can give them back their health, but it can't respawn the ones that you've already killed. So there's a limit to this. There's the 2 behemoths. Oh, here they come. Nope. Okay, there you go. Whatever you do, do this during the day. Because at night what happens is they all sleep around the weapon that you want in the little enclosure. They're all grouped together. As soon as you wake up one, it's game on. Nice. I love doing that. Here's a good primal. Okay, and then there were 3, it looks like. 2 behemoths and the little guy there. He's now out of sight. What's the matter? Did somebody kill your little brother? Okay, where's that, this thing here? This will help with the behemoth. Got him. Right up the ass. And I think that's just leaves this big bad boy right here. Oh, here he comes. When he does that, load up your plasma rifle, because he'll teleport right beside you. Real sneaky trick. Whenever you see them digging into the ground like that, they're ready to teleport right beside you. I think that's all she wrote. Nicely done, Long Ranger.
Why, thank you.
And I can see this really takes the, it's got low durability. Let me check. No, it's 5,000. Okay, I guess it just takes a lot each shot. Okay. Let's collect all these primal brains and whatnot because that's good money. Haha. Think you're so big and bad? Okay, we got a couple of scragglers there. This is what we're after. It's laying right there. It's always there. Okay, we got a brute, another behemoth. I'm deep in their territory. See if we can get away with this. I'm just doing this for the XP. And tell you what. There we go. The all reliable. Excellent oh shit weapon. As in, oh shit, my cover's blown. Here they come. Kind of thing. Beautiful. And I think that just leaves the behemoth. Let's take him on with the all reliable. Oh yeah? Get some. And here he comes. Teleporting. Yeah. Who's your daddy? Huh? Who is your daddy? Yeah, check it out. It has much better accuracy than a typical light machine gun. It also has reverse recoil, which is not unusual. Most light machine guns do have reverse recoil in that. See that the crosshair? The crosshair actually shrinks the more you shoot it. See? But this, the crosshair will shrink a lot more than a typical light machine gun, indicating it has much higher accuracy. So there you go, the all reliable. Yours for the taking. Add on to our magnificent arsenal. Let's go back to the ship. Okay. Ooh, a security blade. Interesting. Interesting. That puts the shock stick to shame. Definitely gonna hang on to that. Hang on to that. That goes. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's all the same. Let's go quickly junk this off. All right, next, science weapons. Let's get the first science weapon. It totally sucks, unless you have a lot of points in science. And it's just not it's not practical for a solo stealth build. It's much better suited to a build where you use companions. But let's get it anyways because it's worth a lot of XP. And we're gonna do a kind of like a science weapon run. First of all, as soon as the ship goes airborne, you're going to open up this area here. We're just doing this for the XP. This right here. If you notice this, interact with it, it starts this mission called the cleaning machine. Ask Ada about the SAM unit. This will like earn you a companion, but I'm just doing this for the XP. I'm not going to go all the way through with it. It's just some quick XP.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Okay, do you know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
There you go, an easy 6,300 XP.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And we leveled up. Excellent. Okay, I always save the game before spending any points. Let's take a look-see. Sneak is up to 80. Let's start plowing points into tech. Most particularly science. This one we want to bump up. If we can get it to 40, like when we get it to 40 rather, we'll cut our tinkering cost in half, which is really important because you probably noticed by now that's what eats up all the money. So let's start working on that. 10 points all the way up. Should be one more. There we go. Science up to 30. Apply. And we get a perk. At this point, once again, in support of making lots of money, best perk to get is this one here, Pack Mule. Increase your carrying capacity by 50 kilos. By far very useful. Okay, so now we have 130 kilos of carry weight. Very, very useful. Next, science weapons. Let's go up to Alex Hawthorne's terminal. Two things that we can do here. One is what we just did. This will appear only after you've kind of like talked to Ada about the SAM unit. So search term SAM. There we go. Read all these, and I'll just pause the video, and you can just sort of you can pause the video and read this up for a little bit of backstory, and I'll just like pause each one here for a minute, and then move on. There we go. Another easy 6,300 XP. So make sure you do this even if you don't want a companion. Back to root. Okay, next. Logs. Read this. Read all these logs. This is about the science weapons, and this will start the science weapons quest. Shrink ray. I'll just scroll this down here gradually. Once again, you can pause the video and read this up if you so desire. Hammer power. That's for the prismatic hammer. And this is just general info about how to hunt down all the science weapons. Let me just read these just for posterity. Done? Alright. And this will start the quest. Weapons from the Void. First objective is to acquire Phineas's science weapon. There we go. Acquire Phineas' science weapon. Well, that's the first one. That's the easiest one. And we'll do that one after. Let's look at the shrink ray. Now that we can fly the ship, we can actually fly back to Phineas's lab. Let's go there.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Okay, this one's a gimme. It's the only one that's a gimme. All the other ones you're gonna have to fight for.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Okay, before we go to Phineas's lab, which is over there, you might want to go over here in the corner and check out this here. And let's put on our lockpicking gear. stealth, and I should have a lockpicking helmet. There we go. I've reduced the cost of lockpicking. And we have an ordnance control armor. I always get this. And a mag to zap, Mr. Out, Nightingale step. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a combo. Okay, mix those up right away.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Okay.
My LMS, I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Really? And here is the shrink ray. Just grab it.
I see you from
Get yourself an easy
molecular
4,000
device,
XP.
better known as a shrink ray.
Alright.
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target.
Quiet you. We want to try out our molecular... What do you call it? Here it is. The thing about it is... Let me just... There you go. You can read that. This small one-handed beam weapon emits a continuous ray that shrinks its target by an amount proportional to the wielder's science skill. Shrunk targets suffered from reduced armor, not health, armor, and reduced damage. Like how much damage they can do to you. Once the beam is off the target, they grow back to their original size within a few seconds, which is the worst part about this weapon. So, it's impossible to switch to another weapon and get off a shot before they switch back to their normal size. But if you use tactical time, you have just enough time to pull it off, which makes it kind of sort of, you know, useful. It's much more useful if you have a companion. Give it to your companion and he's going around shrinking everything, and then you could gun them down, or vice versa. You're shrinking everything and hopefully your companion is gunning them down while they're shrunk. But solo, in a stealth build, not very practical. Let's give it a shot. See that? Okay, let's try tactical time, and then I'll switch over to the shotgun and see if I can pull it off. Tactical time. See? Just enough time to get a shot out before it goes back to full size. So maybe you could put it to good use, but kind of tricky. While we're here, let's hack in. Well, first of all, let's grab all these goodies. All these scrap mechanicals laying around here. And there's a hibernation helmet here, always here. That's a helmet.
Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Yeah. Always has 5 tech skills on it. Plus 5 tech skills. Which is very useful because now you can bump up your tech skills by 10. Because armor with tech skills on them are pretty plentiful. And looks like I'm either hungry or thirsty, or did I get hit? Did I get a concussion? I'm thirsty, simply. Okay. There we go. There we go, Buzz. Y'all better? Next. Yeah, so keep that around. Your tech skill suit. So now I got a stealth suit and a tech skill suit. And I'm going to mod this up with Nightingale. Did I get one of those? Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, before we leave, let's hack these computers for some quick XP. If your hack is up to 20, which is ours is. There we go. Quick 280 XP. And
communications terminal.
yeah, I don't know. We just want to know what you're up to. Should be an option to hack this one too. Here. And you could have a quick conversation with Phineas, but It doesn't lead to anything. It's just backstory. So I'm going to skip that, and we're done here. Coming up next, weapons from the void. We've been instructed. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors from the groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. And further, another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking into Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently, the smuggler acquired several leads that way. That's what's coming up next. We're going to fly over to the groundbreaker and start doing a whole bunch of stuff there, which is just going to be like the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to be doing on the groundbreaker. But yeah, kick off the next portion of the science weapons mission there. Weapons from the void. That's it for this video. I want to thank y'all very much for watching, and if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, hey, don't forget to give the old Slackster a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to make sure you get all my videos hot out the press. Alright, see you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.